Okay, in our next semifinal match, this is our Division 1 semifinal. We have Cerulean from Omaha Westside, who has a record of 6-0, versus Cerulean being the number 1 seed versus the number 4 seed Flufster from Gretna, who is 5-2. Looks like the Flufster is going a Shaman deck, while as Cerulean is Cerulean. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, he's going to go a warrior deck. Looks like he's going a pirate quest deck. So as he quest line, if he plays 3 pirates, he will draw a weapon, and then this will change. His quest will change as soon as he keeps meeting some of the objectives of that quest. So we have Flufster going to bring out a totem. And let's see what he does. One thing shamans run is a game mechanic called overload. Anything with an overload of 1, it will lock up one of your mana crystals the next turn. So you get spells that are cheaper, but then they lock it up next turn. Looks like he created his 3rd pirate, so he will draw a weapon from that. The next part of his quest is play 2 pirates, and then you deal 2 damage to an enemy twice. Goes ahead and plays the weapon. This weapon, after your hero attacks and kills a minion, draw a card. A very good weapon, dealing 3 damage. He can only use it 2 more times. And has 6 armor on top of his life. Armor's like life that you can stack beyond 30. Is truly what armor is. There are some cards that do affect armor. We'll see what Flufster would like to do. He's going to go ahead and lightning bolt and then landslide. And since he was overloaded, he dealt 2 damage to the landslide. Very good board clear. And he still has 1 mana left, but nothing to really use it with. So here he goes, brings out a pirate, goes ahead and armors up, and is going to use his weapon to hit face. Cerulean trying to rush him down, it looks like. He's going to go ahead and coin out the Doomhammer, Wind Fury, and overload of 2. So next turn, he will have 2 mana crystals done up. This weapon you can attack with a daytime. Wind Fury means you can attack twice per turn. But anything you hit with your face, you also take the damage for also. Here's 2 more pirates. He's going to deal 2 damage twice, and since face is the only part, then he can do that. Face was the only random thing that could be targeted. Flufster in a little bit of trouble. He's going to go ahead and torrent that minion, get rid of it. We'll see what he decides. Oh, he's going to bring out a totem. This totem is a strength totem. At the end of your turn, give another minion +1 attack. It won't do anything at the end of his current turn because there are no other minions. He does hit twice in the face. Deal 2 damage to minion, gain 2 armor. Again, Flufster goes ahead and torrents. The minion brings out the legendary Instructor Fireheart. Looks like Instructor Fireheart also gives a spell. So we'll see what spell he decides to do. Flufster with 3 mana left. Flufster will just go ahead and totem. Gets out the taunt totem. Cargo Guard. At the end of your turn, you gain 3 armor, play 2 pirates, and you gain Captain Rakoa. Brings him out, and Battlecry summons the Juggernaut. which is at the start of your turn, you summon a pirate, equip a warrior weapon, and fire 2 cannons that deal 2 damage. Captain Rakoa being like the ultimate quest reward. So a very strong card, a very strong play. It's going to go ahead and dunk tank Captain Rakoa. Go ahead and get rid of the other pirate that is gaining armor. We'll go ahead and hit face, end turn. And the Juggernaut activates. Summoned a pirate even with Rush. Cerulean bringing out another pirate to give your hero +2 attack. Another pirate. After your hero attacks, deal 2 damage to random enemy twice. And that will be it for game 1 for Flufster. Cerulean will take game 1 with his warrior deck. So now Cerulean will, from Omaha Westside, taking game 1. He will have to retire his warrior deck. Will not be allowed to play that one again. Flufster, again, will be allowed to play his shaman deck or can choose a new one. Flufster being from Gretna. Don't forget to check out the Concordia stream, the CUNE_esports stream to watch the other match between Darkbox of Fremont and JamesIsShado from Omaha Westside. Well, that is the 2nd and 3rd seeds duking it out over there. Looks like that Flufster went ahead and chose a hunter deck, while Cerulean is going to go a rogue deck. Looks like a rogue quest deck. Play 2 SI7 cards is the first objective of his quest. Summoning a random companion. Very strong turn 1 play. Cost a few cards, but a very strong board with a 3/2 right off the bat. Battlecry opponent's bonus costs 1 more. Here's the SI7 operative. And going to go face the SI7 operative being stealth, so he can't run into it. But I don't know, after your hero attacks a minion, your minions attack it too. And he'll bring out the imprisoned Felma. It'll be dormant for 2 turns, and then when it awakens, it'll go. That's hence a 2-cost 5/4 remaining dormant. So hopefully the payoff works for him. Oh, going to bring it out and then resummon the SI7 operative to complete the first part of his quest, adding a spy gizmo to his hand. And it looks like the second part of Cerulean quest is again play 2 more SI7 cards. Bringing out the Warsaw Wrangler, we'll go ahead and bring out the Warble Tiger. He's going to go ahead and attack it, which will proc the Warsaw Wrangler. Discover beach ready, give all copies of it +2/+1. So buffing the Warble Tigers, we've seen that strategy earlier done by MTG Mark in the Division 2. Cerulean goes ahead and procs the third part of his quest. Mark to Trader. Again, 2 more SI7 cards. Criminal drawing 2 cards. He does go ahead and get it, and it does target one of the stealth creatures. I didn't know if that's how that would work or not. Battlecry, summon a copy of the Warble Tiger. He's going to bring out 2 more Warble Tigers. And, goes ahead and hero powers And attacks. We will see what's really coming out with a very strong board against Flufster is against Cerulean. He's going to go ahead and Wicked Stab, rank 2. He has a couple of them. And goes ahead and takes out a lot of the board. The Prize Plunderer with a nice combo damage and the Arcane Shot, wiping out at the cost of several cards. Just a massacre. Goes ahead and Piercing Shot, carries the extra damage over and goes ahead and just runs face. And Hero Powers for an extra 2 damage. Flufster really trying to zerg him down. Here's the SI7 Informant. Still needs one more SI7 card, which he does have in his hand. Combo, destroy an enemy minion. That doesn't do anything. And his reward, final reward, is Spymaster Scabs. A 5-cost 7/7, and it adds one of each spy gizmo to your hand. Oh, 2 turns away from being able to play that card. He's going to go ahead and set up for lethal. Flufster again zerging down Cerulean. We'll see if the Spymaster Scabs can do anything. Lots of gadgets, lots of gizmos, but at 25 health, I don't think there's a lot a guy can do, because basically next turn, all Flufster has to do is just Hero Power. So he's going to go ahead and give him all the damage he can, give him a very nice, well played, and the Hero Power from Flufster will go ahead and end this game number 2. As Flufster from Gretna take it, the series is tied 1-1. Now the question being, will Flufster go ahead and go back to his Shaman deck? Will Cerulean play his Rogue deck again? Or will one or both choose a brand new deck? We will see as we load in. Everybody went the same deck, it looks like. The Rogue deck and Flufster with his Shaman deck. So each of these decks has lost once. Primordial Studies, bringing out the Novice Zapper. 1 cost with Overload, so that means next turn he'll only have 1 mana, because you gain 1 mana every turn. Cerulean goes ahead and plays his quest card and then brings out the Prize Plunderer for 2 damage. Primordial Studies again. Goes ahead and takes another Novice Zapper. SI7 Skulker on the side of Cerulean goes ahead and trades out. Probably a good trade for him. And with all of his with that extra mana locked up, he's actually 1 mana behind right now currently. Oh, here comes the first one. The first part of the quest. Flufster bringing out Lady Vashti. This is the legendary card. Death Rattle to shuffle Vashti Pride into your deck. Here in this very important 3rd game. Oh, with the Prize Plunderer. Cerulean bringing out a very strong board. But Flufster with the Lightning Storm will get rid of it all. Spreadable damage, very useful against a bunch of small little creatures like that. It will lock up 2 of his mana next turn, but I feel that was probably the best thing he could have done. Very useful. Cerulean going to go ahead and bring out the SI-7 operative with Rush and then equip the Wicked Knife and deal 1 damage to face. Lots of trading back and forth. Deal 3 damage, summon a 3-cost minion. Only 1 bit of overload, so he got a random minion. Wicked Stab, getting rid of the minion. And replacing his hand. Goes in and bring out the SI-7 agent with the combo to deal 2 damage, which will proc the second part of his quest. And dealing 3 damage to face. Every little bit helps. Alright, gonna bring out the Doom Hammer and go face. And then 2 damage across. Seems that Cerulean starting to gain some momentum here, bringing out the SI-7 Informant, SI-7 Assassin, which will go ahead and proc the 3rd part of his quest of Spy Master Scabs. Ooh, another Undercover Mole. Not a lot of creatures. Let's see if he has the... We will see if he has it. He's going to go ahead and do it. Dealing 5 damage and then 3 damage. There's 5 and another 3. And goes ahead and uses his face to get rid of Master. To clear the board. Here comes Spy Master Scabs. Drawing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 extra cards. The Spy-O-Matic. Look at 3 cards in your opponent's hand and pick 1 to put on top. So he picks out what he's going to draw next. Another gadget. Return a minion to the owner's hand if they can't play it next turn. And 3 damage, and Flufster is facing down lethal. We'll see what he gets, but Cerulean was able to choose what card he gets next. He's going to give himself plus 3 damage, bring out a totem, landslide, and we'll go ahead and choose death on his own terms. Very well played game from both opponents. Very well played. We will be right back with the first and second place match of Division 2 when we come back.